ambitions of youth built into him.
Somewhere in between a naive, not yet worn down, principled young man, and then that journey onto this hard-hitting, colder guy that we might recognize. That space there was really inspiring to us.
He is very true to his North Star and his values. And the story is very much about when you meet the harsh, political, dangerous world out there, how does a young man fare while still retaining his values?
Not only will we get to experience the character changes and the lessons he needs to learn, but also how he gets his famed gear.
The world is a big part of how you solve the problems as you get to them. Using the environment and weapons and charm, and obviously gadgets is a huge part of that. We have a lot of the gadgets you'd expect, and then quite a few you wouldn't.
So our longtime fans from our Hitman franchise can expect to recognize some of these core elements from our interactive in our James Bond game.
A really core aspect of this game is what we call creative approach. And it has to do with standing outside a lavish location. We're going to give you an objective in here. You absolutely need to be able to do that in a bunch of different ways. First off, that's your Bond, and that's fine. But we've crafted a game that has a lot more forward momentum.
Spycraft is part of our DNA. However, in terms of Bond, there are two key differences.
The agent we were working with before, he is an empty shell, right? He's a chameleon, whereas James Bond is very much a personality.
A big part of the fun of playing the game is to see what he'll say, because he always has something great to say that you wouldn't have thought of. His quick wit and talking your way into and out of trouble is a big part of the core loop as well.
If Hitman is a single-minded killer and basically the bad guy of the game, Bond is the hero. And that means that we are much more focused on his journey as a character, and we are much more focused on saving the world.
I think it's safe to say that we were dialing the action to 12 on this one. We wanted a physical Bond. We wanted fighting to be visceral and brutal and violent and super fun and exciting. So we spent a great amount of energy on making a system of free-flow combat where you're fighting multiple opponents at once. You can grab them and punch them and throw them into each other, use the environment.
We really did strides and upping the dynamism, the kinetic feel of the combat, be that the melee combat and the shooting and the seamless in and out between that. It's very, very exciting. We as a studio and as a team have evolved a lot to do top class action.
Well, we're back.
Spectacle moments and spectacle situations.
Couldn't tell you what happened there.
Interactive. The situations you get into are
Couldn't tell you
wild,
at all.
because that's the 360 experience that our fans deserve and expect from a Bond experience.
And we've really pushed our engine to sort of bring on this higher level of spectacle and fidelity to the game.
This production has pushed our internal tech beyond, like miles ahead of what we were able to do before.
Depicting these beautiful different cities and locations, exotic types of vehicles, not just normal vehicles. So take everything we know, but also everything with technology to deliver an experience that is more advanced than we've ever done before.
This has to be a larger-than-life action adventure story, and that's what we've delivered. But it's always with character at its center. There's never action for action's sake. It's because it leads to the next thing. It's because he needs and has to do this in order to succeed.
Having worked on Hitman on and
Go,
off
guys.
for years,
We had it just threw up an error.
all that skill, all that practice.
The PC got bored.
Finally seeing the ultimate spy fantasy come to life.
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the PC got bored apparently and just threw up an error code and it just closed. I think everything stayed open except TikTok. I think TikTok threw an error up. Right, gotta head out for work at 5. Got out DW, you're lucky. I consider that lucky. At least you don't have to watch this. It died, I ran to Twitch, then you're not offline again, and I came back here. Yeah, I just closed it all down, guess. I just thought, I don't know, because I can't tell which platform is the one that messed up. So I just closed them all down, but I had a little look at the analytics and it was TikTok that just didn't like it, for whatever reason. But yeah, DW, you're the lucky one, dude. I shouldn't have come back on, should I? I should have just said, I should have just pretended to you guys that I just shut it down out of boredom. I'm not going to do that to you. Come on.
When the world ended, we shielded our city.
Oh.
Safe and trapped.
Can I pull this off and use it to hit myself on the head with it? I can.
Until now.
Wait,
Until
how do you pull it off?
Time traveler. Only you can shatter our chains.
How do you just play? Just do that. On my chair. Just bash myself on the head with it.
Hordes. Rebuild what the enemy shattered and restore the might of our city. The lands of Bastion still whisper secrets. Relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall halt your advance. Your strength will never cease to grow. Once banished, you will break us free.
I think it's safe to say there's nothing here.
Something's been implanted at the base of your skull. That's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to me.
Build your letter. What you do on every single first-person shooter. God. Okay, maybe on that. You shout if there's anything good to wake. You're gonna prepare for a long nap, guess.
Head back to the van.
Prepare for a really long nap, guess.
As you can see, we are running a fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh, speaking of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out.
Is she high?
Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870
No, you're not.
board. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking.
He's
and
quite
memory
clearly
performance,
not
and its
wiring
built-in
anything
thermal
up.
armor and heat sinks will keep our Ryzen X3D rig running great without running hot. And of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT with RDNA 4 architecture and 3rd gen AMD
No one needs this shit.
tech for competitive 4K performance.
The spewing lies.
And for those of you who
What in the
want to get
GCSE
the
drama is this
high-tech
production?
technique I always use.
Nice
A
guess.
montage.
A what?
A montage.
I'll also back that 100%.
Oh, a montage. Right. Great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect. In the meantime,
That's also not a high five.
or should I say, some new terror attack.
I don't know how much sugar a can of Coke has. In a can of wow. In one can of Coke is 35 grams of sugar, which is 39% of your daily intake. That plus the ice cream I just had, I am probably on 150% sugar. And in a can of Coke there is 140 calories. I could never drink a can of regular Coke. No, I never. Yeah, that I never drink Coke. I don't ever drink anything fizzy ever. But I just fancied something earlier today because yesterday I had like nothing to eat, so I had no sugar at all. So I just needed a bit of a top up. But yeah, usually I don't ever touch anything fizzy even. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. That's not what I feel like. That's not what I feel like. That's definitely not what I feel like. Can we fast forward to somebody crying in a bathtub with a toaster? That's what I feel like. Okay. I'm sorry, but this is so bad that it's funny. I don't know. I don't even know if it's funny. I legitimately feel sadness. Jesus Christ. Guess I don't know if I'll make it to next year. Can I say that?
Oh, I didn't see you there. Don't mind me, I have got a special friend stopping by, but don't tell the folks upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link below.
I don't think that'll be the case.
And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been cooking up.
Meu Deus. Perdoe essa pobre coitada. Que de joelhos rezou bocado.
Like, I know I'm streaming, but I don't want you to think for 1 second that I'm faking like my personality or that I'm faking that I'm sad. I would never do that. I am genuinely sad about this. I feel like I've seen this game 3 times. I honestly feel like I've watched this game 3 times. I don't want to be sad. But I am. You're brave, dude. Yeah, it looks like a mobile game. It also looks like a game that should be cancelled. Oh, what's the coolest name I can think of? Oh, I'll call it Helllock. Yeah, I agree, I guess. That's a big part of it, you know. Like, I want to look forward to games. I want to talk about games. But when you've got a conference to showcase that I would quite literally accept war to torture from, that's a problem.
And worst of all, you've tried to flee. And it pains me deeply. But a lamb that's always lost. Has to be gold.
I want to bring like happiness and positivity to people. But I can't do that when I'm this sad.
may feel like a fairy tale, but it's trickier than it looks. Customers curse you. The hordes line up at the door. Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits. But you will be forged in the fires of the kitchen. Sharpen your knives and master the magic of food. For an ancient hunger has awoken. And the path to a demon's heart is through its stomach.
Hey, let's check
Oh
in
no,
on
I
things
can't
we're
do it. I
progressing with.
can't deal.
And make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
Oh, it's not looking great. They're hooking up a. Oh my God, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer.
Do you think if I like, have you seen it in films where people like twist other people's neck and it kills them? Do you think if I like grab my neck, like grab, because I can do it to myself?
Wait. Why? Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh no, he's sobbing.
Justin, I can see you've just entered. Just leave, dude.
Yeah.
Why, you maniacs!
There's nothing good here, Justin.
Damn you, printers! Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting, let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite Gun Touchables.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended.
Oh, I don't know if I can do
Welcome
it.
to Gun Touchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable. That's why they call it Gun Touchables. Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up. And smack stuff with a shovel. And shred stuff with a bone saw.
Smother myself.
Snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting badass guns and even more badasser upgrades. It's about killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse, you're up against
I've got
a
this
million
spray.
maniacal mutants that want nothing more than to
I think like a
pound
couple
your
sprays in
neck
the
every
eyes would
There's only one way to survive, and that's to become
Would like-
Gun-touchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
I just like did it in my eye. It might mean I don't have to watch it. I'm thinking like we'll do the left eye first and then the right eye. I can't pretend that this is good. What are the comments like? Can I report this guy for saying I'm blocking him?
Coming up in the show,
Finally. Block it. No, wait. Okay, no one's saying it's good. Baby Bell, has there been any wins yet? 0. The only win is it when I close down my computer and go lay on the sofa and cry. I don't want to put this headset back on. I don't even want to hear I don't even want to hear what's going on. I don't want to. But I'll do it.
And this is the Superhero Dispatch Network. I hope you're ready for your first shift.
Wait, we're doing this?
Oh, it's bad.
This is your dispatcher.
It's bad. Guess, did games die overnight or something? How can we go from Expedition 33 to this lineup? I agree. Baby Bell says I was ready to put in the PlayStation State of... Yeah, we streamed that, Baby Bell, and this is worse than the State of Play. Actually, and I'm not joking, like a lot worse. What can I do to make myself happier? Stubbing my toe would make me happier. Doing a backflip and injuring myself and not landing it would make me happier. Playing chicken in traffic and getting hit by a car would make me happier. If I got a strepsil and crushed it up and snorted it,
Wheel World is the
that would
rare
make me
kind of game
happier.
that leaves you asking the important questions, like why aren't all the world's bicycles shaped like hot dogs?
If I got some
We can only hope
carpet
the answer reveals itself someday. Until then, let's turn our
and put barbed wire on the carpet
PC Firebreak.
and did a
Next game
frontwards roly-poly into
and
it,
if my tracker is
that
working
would make me
properly,
happier.
It looks like Frankie met up with the Bureau.
If I got a glass of water, added hydrochloric acid to it,
6 years now since we've been locked in with the hiss.
and threw it on my face,
Day job, if you can hold it
that would make me happier.
Firebreak needs you.
If I was to get lots of Lego
I'll be frank with you. This ain't an easy shit.
and jump off a chair onto it,
Be alone. Your fellow
that would make me happier.
will have your back. Fighting together, fixing together, and hell, even showering together.
Go on, Yanis. Tell me, please.
Ground and stick together. It'll be more than enough to survive.
Red United is on PS. That's quite cool if you like the game. If you like the game, that is cool. Yeah. It's a good game. Yeah, it's a good game. That's pretty cool. If you're into like the realistic type of stuff, then that is cool. And I do like Ready or Not.
That's the job.
We'll be playing that as well. We're playing this.
Good.
FBC Firebreak.
Waiver here with your name on it.
If you visited a farm,
That trailer was
went to stroke a pig,
absolutely epic. Delivered on all
and
fronts,
it
but
bit
did
you,
take me back to my student days. It might have been
and
the
you
best
ran
post-it
away,
notes,
but as you were running away, you
write down
slipped
the slight feeling of regret,
and fell in the mud,
shower, what
face
have we
first,
signed up to?
and then got back up,
Like Ayate,
opened the gate, but you caught your finger in the little lock of the gate that you have to lift up. That would make me happier.
But yeah, what have we signed up to here?
Yeah, lots. So that was our big launch trailer. We're coming out
If
in
I got
just
a post-it
over a
note
week now, so we're really excited to share
from there in the
a lot more of
background,
the game stuff that we haven't shown,
and did a
bit
little,
of all of the 5
little
jobs in the
slice,
game, which are
little
kind of
paper
different
cut.
crises that you have to deal with.
That would make me
But yeah,
happier.
so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world in FBC. Why was now?
If I went to the butcher's
Yeah, so right now it was just a great time for us to kind of go back to the oldest house
and asked for some chicken
we never
breast,
wanted it to kind of feel like we were retreading
and then
on
ate the
Control,
chicken breast
and
in
that
front
was
of the
definitely
butcher
something we
and
thought
drink
about
the
a lot.
juice,
And one of the reasons why we shifted into a first
wait a couple of
perspective
hours,
to kind of go back into the oldest house and see it
and
through
then
fresh eyes in a different
be
way.
extremely ill. That would make me
I mean, you
happier.
have a lot of fun in Control, and also we're in first person this time, so
Yeah, so of course very different, and I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely.
If I was to get on a train
totally to the side of Control, and this was a really big challenge for us because of
and
course,
travel to
Control was very moody and
Widnes,
atmospheric and very like horror tinged, but of course it did always have that.
and
little
on the
edge of
way,
absurdity, and speaking to that,
I would need the
this is kind
toilet.
of like why we leaned into that more absurd angle.
And as I
Because
sat down on the
Control
toilet,
was very carefully built for a single player.
we went around the corner quite
experience.
sharply and did that little thing,
Kind of joke around with
and I
your
fell off the
mates and
toilet,
just kind of have fun thing.
and if there was like a
We didn't wanna
nail
totally, like,
next to me
betray that
on the
franchise,
floor,
but we did wanna
and I
take
fell
those
off the
kind of recipe
toilet,
components and just
and I
flip
went
them
ass
around.
first
So we
onto the
keep
nail,
that kind of edge of
that would make
like
me happier.
horror and tension and stakes, and we just add a lot of the absurdity at a higher value. So, for example, like you saw Sticky
If I got
Ricky,
in my
that
car,
was like a monster made out of sticky notes. In one of our trailers, you know, somebody
went to a drive-through,
Sticky Ricky,
rolled down the window,
which was to us very, very funny, but to that
collected my
character,
food,
completely terrifying.
And Sticky Ricky is joining us today.
Opened it up.
He's just getting himself together and maybe
And it
not
was
answering any
poison.
of my questions. Say,
And I ate
don't
it.
necessarily have three straight
That would make me
fronts on the
happier.
team. Are there roles that we can adopt in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game is kind of built around a trifecta.
If I was in
of
DT
kind of
class,
saved loadouts
woodworking
that are centered
class,
around tools. We call these crisis kits, and each one was developed
and I had a
with specific
vice,
play style in mind. So we have one that kind of shoots these
and I
gigantic,
tripped,
like liquid globules.
and went
saw-
earlobe
this
first
is the
into a
person where you
vice,
just imagine almost like
and then
Scarface,
closed
like, I
it.
don't really care. I just kind of want to, you know,
That
paint
would
the
make me
world with
happier.
something. And then we have another one, which is a tool that kind of looks like a pogo stick mixed with a defibrillator. And you might be surprised, but we always have this as like a precision. and
If I went on a bouncy
instrument
castle,
just because you can kind of relocate
and I was having a lot of
yourself
fun,
and move around easily. And then we
and
have
the generator of the
last
bouncy castle
complex
stopped
tool,
and it
which is,
deflated,
literally just a wrench. It's
I would
a
just
wrench,
stay
it's a
there.
gigantic piece of steel. So we made a lot of active decisions to try
And
to
that
get
would make me
right
happier.
into the gameplay. So that's at the cost of some direct storytelling, but we haven't scrimped any on the world building and the big narrative. And
If I went to
what
Howth
feels
and
like the
Timber
inside of the oldest house.
to get some
We do
wood,
associate Remedy with these big narrative games, so much imagination.
and as I was
atmosphere,
picking the wood up
obviously
to load
Alan
into my
Wake
car,
obviously control. So this was
I
like
got a paper cut in my
new
hand
departure
of
for
a
you guys
splinter.
moving into this space. So why?
Yeah. And to
That
be
would
clear,
make me
it's
happier.
Fundamentally different. You shouldn't go into this game whatsoever expecting those type of experiences, which, by the way, I personally adore. I started Remedy as a massive fan of Remedy, so
If I was
this
mowing
is
the
a
grass,
pushback on that type of experience. But the thing is that we, as soon as we started making more than one,
and as
game
I was
at a
mowing the
time,
grass,
we just wanted to
I
say,
had
here's a way
a
to kind of,
a
like,
grate in my
open the
garden that I
doors.
didn't know
If you
about.
are a huge control head
I
and
stood
you
on
know
it,
all the lore and you really love it, and you can't
and I
convince
fell
your
down
friends
it,
to try this game out, we
and
wanted to
landed
give
in my
that
own
kind of
feces
step in.
the day
So
before.
even though it's not
That's
really
just
what
pure
Remedy
diarrhea.
is today, I do hope that
That would make
a
me
little over a
happier.
week from now, it will be part of what Remedy is in the future.
So, Mike, as an online cooperative shooter, what does this game look like in, say, a year's time?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially because, you know,
If I got a
it's
milkshake.
specific. A lot of people treat it very differently. One of the big things that we're about is avoiding kind of like FOMO.
And it was
like
lava.
engagement. You know, you don't need to check in every day. We're not going to kind of add a time back.
And I drank
pass.
it.
So if you come in on day one and you come
That would make me
back to us
happier.
A year from now, all you're going to see is all the great stuff that we add. And speaking of that, already in this year, we're going to add 2 more jobs. That adds to the other 5 game modes that we ship with, already growing it by about 40% by the end of the year. We've got additional endgame systems and lots of plans.
I'm just picturing it's a stapler, like opened out, and it just.
Okay, I have news for you. There is a stapler in the game.
If someone had a stapler,
I'm a genius.
So in the game, actually in that trailer, you probably saw that.
And they said for a laugh,
That's actually called the red light. It's
can I
not about
can I
USB
staple
control. It's now corrupted by the hiss and
your bum
in
cheeks to each
certain,
other?
settings it can show up and kind of.
And the only
hit
way
red
that
light,
you can
not allowed to
separate your bum
move.
cheeks is by doing a
So
big
if
enough
you green
poo
light,
that
there's another
forces the
one,
bum
which
cheeks
is the
apart.
stapler, which, if you are a super control nerd, you might remember from some of the posters in the oldest house.
That would make me happier.
Is that a stapler and altered item? And then you see a nice little clip art of a stapler. Well, that stapler actually shows up, and it kind of behaves like a fly. It sort of like buzzes around your face and gives all the enemies a lot of additional.
If I was walking
help. So,
somewhere in
yeah,
a field,
Where can we sign up?
and there was a wind
yeah,
turbine next
lots
to
of
me,
ways to play this game. Of course, we're on all the major consoles.
and it
on
sped
the
up,
Game Store, or you can head over to Steam, where you
and
can
like
wish
one of the
list the
really,
game
really
today.
big
It comes out June
spokes
17th. Grab your friends,
caught
and
me,
we hope to see you there.
Well, go on then. Go clean the oldest
and
house. Sign
it
up
carried
today.
me over.
Thank you so much, Mike. And
Yeah, thank you.
good
I would
job.
be happier.
Ah, the FBC, lovely bunch over there. For
If there was a high-speed
Tickets for FBC personnel at some point.
I mean, we offered, but spy gadgets just don't.
I
hit
can do
the
it.
Same way when you spend your whole day working with
This one's
evil
silly.
typewriters and turn your bones backwards.
Yeah, you know, that's a fair point. Well, up next,
If there was a high-speed police pursuit,
and who hasn't, here's a look at
and the
Ubisoft's
police
next
deployed
entry,
caltrops
the
on the
long-running
motorway, the
strategy
spike
city builder,
strips,
Anno 117, Pax Romana.
I would go into oncoming traffic and go over it. And that would make me happier.
If you want to be immortalized in ornateness, here's a little lesson in greatness.
If it was 11 p.m. and I was brushing my teeth, but my toothbrush was actually screws, I'd brush my gums and my face and my eyeballs, and that would make me happier. If the sun came out, I would look at it and stare at it with no glasses, and that would make me happier. If I went to a friend's house and they had a cat, I'd pretend to be a rival cat and like piss in its litter, so it'd scratch me in the face and I'd get like a viral or bacterial infection and become wounded, and that would make me happier.
Going up after all.
If I went clothes shopping
I thought I told you there's nothing up there.
and used an escalator
Nothing.
There's a tower.
Yeah, that's it.
When you get to the top
and
of the
slipped,
tower, what's there?
It's like a top of a tower.
and I went like gooch first or like neck first, and it crushed me and took me under, that would make me happier.
There we go.
If I went on a holiday in the Appalachian Mountains and I was following the hiking trail, I'd do a sharp turn off the mountain, and that would make me happier. If I was in Japan, I'd get loads and loads of honey and pollen and bathe myself in honey and pollen, and I'd sit out and wait for Japanese flying stinging hornets to attack me, and that would make me happier. If I got framed for a crime and they asked me to go to court, I'd miss the court date and they'd arrest me anyway, and that would make me happier. If I was hungry, I'd get fish and chips. I'd start to eat the fish and chips in like near the seaside. And when birds start to dive bomb me, I'll put fish and chips all over my face so they peck my face off, and that would make me happier. If I was helping Mum and Dad move house and there was a heavy sofa they couldn't get out the front room, I'd offer to help with the sofa and then tell them both that I can do it myself, and then I'd drop the sofa on my face,
I'm sure you're eager to see more of the rig, and
that would make me happier.
So let's check back in with the build and see where things are at.
Oh, hi, Mika. We have had a slight hiccup. Looks like Jacob forgot the #1 rule of a new PC build.
If I was drying my clothes,
You start or computer spirits drink.
I'd put my clothes into the dryer.
You have to do the sacrifice.
I'd throw a roll of barbed wire in the dryer.
All right, I should cut him loose while he's still got
And then throw myself in.
Still, Jacob. I don't want to hit any important.
But I'll connect to my phone via Bluetooth to the dryer.
I
So when I'm in the dryer, I can turn the dryer on with the door closed.
Quick reminder, you can find every
So that
single
the
game
barbed
on
wire
the
messes
show
me up, and
in
that
one
would make me
place
happier.
At the PC Gamer Steam page over at PCGamer.com/wishlist. My own wishlist is currently
Guys, I don't know what I'm
packed with
doing.
a strain of so many amazing games.
And you know what? Speaking of amazing games, here's our next world premiere.
Oh, I don't care about your world premieres. This is the worst thing I've ever sat through in my life.
Ready to go? Berserk.
And I used to sing hymns in assembly in year 6. Bobo Loves Cheese says, what's all this about then? Bobo, honestly, just leave. There's nothing good for you here except sadness. I appreciate you coming by, but... Also, how's that kill my... Oh, it's bad. Bobo, it's bad. We've seen Spot Switch 2. And we're going to start streaming on that, so with the capture card and all sorts, so add those wires to the already... to the wires that you already saw. It's worse. Jade Walker says, I'm actually laughing out loud. Well, I'm dying. Guest says, wow, rest in peace to random new joint. It's just bad. This is not good. I don't know why am I still here? Guys, this has only gone on for 2 hours. Why does the worst conference go on for the longest time? Bobo says, how did it get worse? We added a capture card and about 4 new wires, Bobo. It's way worse, by the way. It's way worse. And yes, the wires stressed me out. But because I moved the switch from here to the front room where the big TV is, the bigger TV is, I keep unplugging and plugging everything in, so it makes things worse. Yeah, 3 cables. So it's got the power cable, and then both HDMI cables. That's what I meant. I meant 3, not however many I said. But when you add it to the already sort of mess, that makes it worse.
Welcome, everyone.
Guys, I don't know if I can do this.
Delighted to meet you. Open your mind.
This could be a party.
We simply can't pass it up.
I actually mean...
For when you want something.
There's not 17 cables, guess. There's
Coming your way. What's on your mind?
8, maybe? Bobo, we had to rearrange the whole setup when I got the new webcam because the cable, if it was too short. That was yeah, why did they do that? Hear me out, give me 1 second, let me show you something. Just give me 1 second.
Everybody seems so anxious to say something that they don't get their facts straight first.
Consider the Bend as a source of signal intrusions and dangerous interference.
The Bend is the future. It's our future.
Couldn't catch me zooming into any bend in space.
Let us eagerly embrace the abyss.
Okay, hear me out, I got this a while ago, right? And this is no word of a lie. That's the length of the cable.
All those games have
What use is that?
You know it. We've got even more to show you. Check this out.
I hate short. I hate short cables.
I started Morbid Metal a few years ago as a solo, and what began as a small passion project has evolved into something far more ambitious.
Do you know what my passion project is? Hurting myself.
Can't wait to show you more.
I don't think I can say that, can I, on stream? But I mean it.
Morbid Metal is a fast-paced, roguelite hack
What the fuck is that? A cable for ants? It's a cable for amateurs, Bobo. It's actually, it's offensive.
Your mission? Explore its beautiful and brutal iterations. Grow
Okay.
stronger and prove your worth
I
to
can't
your
say
creator.
it,
You'll control
but that's not long enough.
It's a bit like switching weapons in a
Like-
shooter, except here you're switching full-on play.
I know things longer than that.
Each character has their own unique combat style and active abilities, which are unlocked as you explore the simulation. You can even chain attacks between different characters. Start with Vector to quickly dispatch enemies, switch to Flux
I know I'm
for a
streaming,
flurry of hits,
and I should be upbeat and happy,
combo with Echo's special attack.
but I can't be after 2 hours of this.
Mastering each playstyle will be essential. as you'll face a variety of powerful enemies, each with their own attack patterns.
I wish I had a powerful enemy that
And
could
at
just...
the end of every biome, you'll face powerful bosses. These are dramatic, high-stakes encounters designed to be tough but rewarding.
Could just...
Each new run reshapes the world.
Any technology should come with at least 2 meter cable in my eye. Bobo, I'll back that. I'm sick of short cables. Or like getting something.
That change how you play.
Like getting a phone or something. It doesn't even come with a cable.
To take risks, others offer abilities, rewards, and modifiers.
Like you buy a product that needs a cable,
making
but it doesn't supply you with one.
Truly unique.
That's a scumbag move.
Play the free demo tomorrow during Steam Next Fest and wishlist now for early access on August 20th.
Like my Stream Deck that I use, the cable's not very long to that either, to be fair. Oh no. Not another game like this. I can't deal. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Oh no. Oh no. No, please don't. No. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be sad. Guest says when iPhone stopped giving charge, they wanted to. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's stupid. But I keep thinking whether to get a Stream Deck or not. Is it worth it? So the Stream Deck is the single most useful thing I've had since streaming, Bobo. It's mad how good it is. I'm assuming you know what they do, but it's just so much better than having to like... I can just hide my camera straight away. I can hide my screen straight away. I can mute my mic. It's just so much better. I can do this. It's so much better.
Peggy 3.
Well, you can make... So you can make the buttons... Let me see if I can show you. So you can make the buttons do whatever you want. You can customize them. So you can literally just do anything you want with them.
Good morning, Emberville.
Yeah, anything.
Today is the first day of our very own public bus service.
So I have it like... I have like a mute mic button. Or like on OBS I've got a scene change button. Or like I said, hide cam buttons. They're really good. It's probably the best thing I've got when streaming, to be fair. Like, it's very good. Yeah. I just got the Elgato one. But I love being able to just like press buttons to stop stream or change things. It's so useful.
Should we see what's
Not
going
these two
on
again.
with the factory floor? Make sure there's no production line.
No,
issues
not these
holding
two
up the
again.
rig.
Well, that's a great
Oh.
idea, and I've invented the perfect spy gadget for
I shouldn't have such strong feelings
window right
of
behind you.
hatred towards them, but I do.
Oh, look through a window? What is this, the Stone Age?
You know, I'm pretty sure they didn't have windows.
Elgato's the best streaming stuff. Yeah, I agree, guess. Yeah. My capture card's Elgato when I use that for the Switch, and so is my Stream Deck. My mic's not that I was going to get one.
Camera system on the planet instantly.
Okay, that's actually really amazing, Sean.
Well, I'm glad
Oh,
you
these
like
people are making me
I took
feel.
the liberty of
Elgato's
making
webcam's like,
a
oh, we're coming
Mika
from
model,
them.
a gift
300.
from me to you. Here,
God
tap on
damn.
the
I think my
icon
webcam's
and
like...
hack into the warehouse cameras.
I do want a better
Sean,
webcam,
this
to be
is
fair.
A little bit.
I think mine was like
Wait, I have to make an account to
60?
use this?
Well, it's a free trial for 7 days, but then it's only
But yours is good, Bobo,
$9.99
to be
a month
fair.
after that.
I've seen your like, yours is
Got
really clear.
authentication for safety.
Sean.
The mic I have is Elgato, and it's insane. Yeah, you see, what do I have here? I don't have... Let me just mute so you don't hear them.
Given as a service.
Mine just it's just an Audio Pro one. But I want a new mic and a new camera. I do. I got the best one. Elgato. Can you... Do you know the name of it, Bobo? Could you pop the name in chat or the link or something for me? I'll have a little look at it because I do kind of want one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I would want to do, yeah. Elgato Facecam Pro. Okay, I'll have a look. I'll have a good look at it. What does it? What resolution does it do? Does it do like 1440p or something, or 1080p, or is it like 4K? I don't think no one wants to see me in 4K though, surely. 4K. Goddamn. I think that'd be like I think that'd be a reason not to follow me. Is me just blown up in 4K. But it would help with the tracking and things. And the green screen. Because obviously it'll make the blending better with the cam and stuff like that. And it'll handle light better. Because at the moment, you can see my face flashing colours because the map is changing colour. And even though I've got studio lights behind me, the camera can't keep up with it all. So we do need a new camera. I don't even know what's going on anymore in this. Bubba says I got it because the webcams don't have an inbuilt mic, so it's focused on the video. Yeah, you see, this camera really annoyingly I had to disable the drivers for it because it defaulted to its sound. And I don't want it to do that, and it's really annoying. And this webcam sounds like I've been rolled up into a rug, and the rug's been put into a shipping container, and the shipping container is slowly sinking in the sea. Like, the camera quality is awful. No, the audio quality on the camera, sorry, is awful. Yeah, it's not good. In fact, let me see if I can switch it quickly to the audio. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we can switch it to the webcam audio. Okay, that should be the webcam audio, so it should. The webcam audio should be.
You know, it's about time someone made a cozy life sim.
God awful.
Natural horrors, just like my everyday to day life. And of course,
Is the webcam audio awful? I don't want to speak into the mic because that's picking me up now. Is it bad?
Danger of murder. So this should hopefully scratch an itch.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Bobo, 10 being the best. What's the audio quality? It's terrible. It's bad, innit? So that's the webcam audio. So let me go ahead and put it back to put you out your misery.
On this most auspicious of nights, I would like to raise a toast. New friends, I bid you welcome.
Okay, we're back to
the club.
We've got to get out.
We're back to better audio now. 3. I think that's generous. Guess as you sound just a few miles away. The funny thing is as well, guess, is that on the OBS, do you know it says like your volume and where your sweet spot is?
Is that blood?
It was pure red was the bar. Like it was the loudest, it just defaulted to the loudest it went.
So you'll need to decide who you can trust.
Yeah, shocking. Much better now. Yeah, well, I should hope so. But I would like a new one. Like when I've seen your streams, Bobo, yours is like really clear. Is your mic? No, we've got the audio balance is okay here. Like we're midway green. Sometimes at the end of green if I get angry at games. And when I start shouting like I often do. Sometimes it goes a little bit yellow.
Click download and install it. It's that simple.
I cannot believe this is still going on. How many people are watching this shit?
Which by restoring cut content, fixing long-standing bugs, to introducing
I don't know how to see how many people are watching on YouTube.
Breathe new life into classic titles.
Don't know how to see.
Later this year.
Hungry? Yeah. Get some fast food. Velocity noodles. Fast food at its best.
Oh, my mic is 30 pounds. I'll get HyperX. Yeah, the HyperX is supposed to be like some of the best mics, are there? Supposed to be good. Yeah, mine's not much more. Mine's just like a fairly, I think it's like a more expensive, cheap one, if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm watching this. Okay, if it doesn't end in 3 minutes, guys, we're going. I cannot handle this. I would love a Sure one. They're so clear, but a Sure, I've never heard of Sure. I'll have a look. But I'm also not paying £400 for one, goddamn. Like, what if I'm... What if I'm eating an ice cube? Okay, gotta run back to work, breakers over, see you later. Yo, Bubba, see you later. Take care. I'll, when are you streaming next, by the way? Before you do go. Do you know when you're streaming next? I'll jump in. I thought Dinkum came out 44 years ago.
Well, Sean, by using my advanced spy technology of looking out the window, I think the rig is just about ready to boot up. Hey, Frankie, how we doing in there?
I think we are just about ready to power this bad boy up. What do you think, J Money?
She's ready to roar. Sean, would you like to do the honors?
Oh, you guys, I thought you'd never ask. Ugh. It's alive!
It's beautiful. It calls to me.
I love it more than any parent could love their child.
As a mother, I take offense to that. But in this case, I'll allow it. And if you are watching this now, this very PC could be yours. Mika, what do they need to know?
That's right, you could be the proud owner of the rig. In all of its top-of-the-line AMD-powered gaming glory. All you need to do is
It's
follow
that
the link
bad?
below and fill out the PC Gaming Show survey, and you will be entered in a chance to win.
I'm kind of like...
Enter myself, but I am public enemy #1 in 14 countries.
I can't look
Not about
away.
to add another. So head on over to PCGamer.com/survey now and get your hat in the ring.
So our build might be finished, but we've still got more games to show. So let's take
I
a
can't
look.
do it. Guys, I'm gonna go. I cannot do this. I've tried. I don't know why this is over 2 hours long and just, it's a visual. It's visual. What is it? It's visual meningitis. It's that bad. We're gonna go. We're gonna call it. Can't do it. Yeah. We'll be on tomorrow. Expect some Switch stuff. So some Switch, some Switch games. Mario Rabbids, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Kart World. But right now I need to go. I need to get some high % alcohol, put it into a bottle, get a rag, put the rag in the bottle, get a lighter, open the lighter, set the rag on fire, wait for the rag to reach the alcohol in the bottle and throw the bottle in my face. Thank you to everybody who's followed, liked, subscribed. I appreciate you all genuinely, but I am extremely sad. Hopefully you can join me tomorrow, in which I'll be perkier. Thank you to Guest, thank you to Jay, thank you to Chris, thank you to Lully, thank you to DW, the usuals. Consistently and constantly appreciate you all, so thank you. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves.
We're coming to you from Santa Cruz, California.
Try and have a good night. I'm going to try my best, but I think it'll just be sobbing. And as always, take it easy.
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Please, 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 take it easy.
He's got a broken neck. He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kandarian demon.
What was that last one?
Just wanted it to be good.
What? He's got rabies, I'm pretty sure. He's